having any curvature shape, say in case of cone and in case of cylinder, we have to join all these points with a smooth curve always. But in case of prism and pyramid, we should think about whether it should be straight line or curve. If in case of prism and pyramid, if the cut section is a straight line, then the development should be joined with a straight line. But if the cut section is curved, then those points should be joined with a curve. Now here, darken this portion, which is our answer. So this is the developed section of given solid. This is the developed section. Means if we cut the cylinder at this angle from here, if I open it, it would appear like this kind of piece of paper. This is the final answer. You can differentiate between these two. So this is the final answer. This is a solid cylinder which is cut over here, top view, and this is developed surface of given solid. 157 mm is the width and height is equal to whatever over here. This is about cylinder. Now very important topic, that is development of cone. How to draw development of cone. Again read here given data. Here it is given that the cone of base diameter 50 mm and 70 mm axis is standing on its base on horizontal plane. It is cut by a section plane 45 degree inclined to horizontal plane through base end of end generator. Now think about first line. In the first line it is given that the diameter is 50 mm and height is 70 mm and it is resting on horizontal plane. So first we draw XY line which represents intersection of horizontal plane and vertical plane, right? Now draw a circle below XY line, that is, and diameter of this circle is given, that is 50 mm. Insert this dimension like this. After inserting this dimension, divide this circle into 8 equal parts and project the points. Draw its front view, which would be triangle in nature because it's a cone, with height is equal to 70 mm. Name all 8 points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Project from all these points. Draw vertical lines. Join them to the apex point and name these points as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash and H dash. So that is front view of given cone and this is O dash. So we have drawn the cone which is as per the given dimension. And now think about the cutting plane. Here it is given that it is cut by a section plane which is inclined at 45 degree to horizontal plane and passes through the base end of the generator. Here this is a generator. 8 generators are there. Here we consider this O dash A dash as one of the generator. Base end means this point. So from this point we have to draw a section plane like this, and this cutting plane makes some angle that is 45 degree with XY line, and this passes through the base end means this point A. So we have to draw this in this way. After drawing this, we have to draw development of this cone. So again, to draw development, what should we do? To draw the development of this cone, name these points, find out angle theta covered by this cone, and after finding out the angle theta, that is equal to 360 degree into small radius, that is radius of the circle base, upon length of the slant edge. Here length of the slant edge is known to us, that we can measure from this given diagram. This height is 70 mm, so this slant length edge would be some little bit more than 70, right? So here it comes out to be equal to 74.3. The radius of the circle is 25 mm, diameter is 50 mm. So putting this value in this equation, we can find out angle theta is equal to 21 degree. So 121 degree is the angle which is covered in the development of this cone. So here we assume that the cone is not cut. Initially we assume that it is a full cone and we have to develop its outer surface. So in this case the angle is 120 degree. So first of all, in our drawing sheet, put any point O and length is equal to slant length L. Draw an angle with L as a radius. Draw an angle theta is equal to 120 degree and draw an arc. So this is development of given cone if it is not cut anywhere, which is shown over here. So here if the cone is not cut, its development would appear like this. The arc with arc length is this, length is equal to this length of the slant edge, angle is 121 degree. Now how to draw development of this cut section? So for that we have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. So similarly divide this arc into 8 equal parts. If we have divided the circle into 12 parts, divide this into 12 equal parts. After dividing this into 8 equal parts, our next exercise is to find out the true position of the point. So name these points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and back to A. Now to locate various points, see this point on H. Here generator H is over here, right? Here is one point. So from this point draw a horizontal line from here. Put it to the true length of this slant edge. Here this is true length. This is also true length. O dash, A dash is also true length. You can project this point to here also. After projecting over here, measure this distance from this point to apex point O dash. This distance should be measured. O dash to this point. Put that arc over here. O to this point on H. Mark this point, right? Point A is over here. A is over here. Put it over here, right? Now point B should be, where should be B? Think about this. From here, B is where? It's here. So from B draw here line, measure this distance, put it over here. So that is B. Now what's about C? Think about, for C, C is here, right? C is here, C dash. So from C dash this is the point. So from this point draw a horizontal line like this, and this line cuts this slant edge at this point. So measure distance from this point to O dash and cut it over here on OC. So this is another point, one point and another point. Both these points would be at the same distance from point O because both are at the collinear points. And similarly point E and F could be located with a similar exercise. Measure O dash to this height, put it over here. Now join all these points with a smooth curve, and that is the development of given solid or given this prism, or here it is a cone. So this is our final answer, development of the cone. This is the final answer. We can see this is a cut section of the cone, front view, this is top view, and if you develop this cone of this given data, its development would appear like this. Is it clear? These are some important websites which you can refer for some problems. Now we discuss some problems, some drawn problems, so that you will be much familiar how to draw all these problems on drawing sheets. See, here one problem I have drawn, and to draw all these problems, here hexagonal pyramid is given, here hexagonal prism is given. The given data is hexagonal prism is given with given some side length is given and height is given. So to draw this hexagonal prism, first of all we have to draw a hexagon like this of given side length. You can draw it, insert its dimensions. In our case the dimensions is say 30 mm. You can write like this hexagon of 30 mm dimensions, right? Now after drawing this rectangle, this hexagon, draw vertical lines from all these points. Say this is point number 1. You can name any names you can give it. Here I have giving names 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from all these points draw vertical lines like this. Height is given to us. Here 70 mm is the height of this solid which is given over here. Now after locating all these points over here, complete this rectangle like this. This is a rectangle. Draw it like this. It's an hexagonal prism, and here this is given, it is cut like this. This is here triangular cut is put over here, and upper one is an arc cut. Here an arc is given of 30 mm radius. This is an arc, and the arc radius is 30 mm like this. This arc is 30 mm. So we have to develop this surface. This is the surface which we have to develop for our purpose. Now how to develop this surface? This is a hexagon, this is top view and this is front view. Now in this hexagon we know its width. 6 rectangles would be there. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and width of each rectangle would be equal to the length of side length, that is 30 mm. This is 30, so 30 into 6, total will be 30 into 6, 180 mm would be the total width of this rectangle. And draw each rectangle one by one. Say here this is one rectangle, here it is another rectangle, this is a complete rectangle or development of given solid. After drawing a rectangle, let me use some other color pen like this. See this bottom one, this is just a row of our work. If this prism is not cut, it's a full prism, then its development would be just a rectangle with height is equal to 70 mm and width is equal to 180 mm. You can insert the dimension like this as well. The total width is equal to, this is the total width, and total width of this rectangle is equal to 180 mm. Now after drawing this, how to draw all these points? So for that, let me start from here. Here on point 1, here is point 1. From point 1 draw vertical line, here point 1 is there, and point 1 is cut over here. Name that point as point A. On one dash point A is there or A dash is there. So from here draw horizontal line. Here is our first point, that is A or A dash. You can name any point or A1, right? Now what's about 2? From 2 draw a vertical line. Here it cuts like this. Say name it as a point B dash, intersection of this vertical line as well as this line. Here is point B dash. From point B dash draw a horizontal line which cuts the vertical line from point 2 over here. So this is point B. So first we should name all these points 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is 1, here is 2, 3, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5 and here is 6, and again back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1. Now to find out position of B, here is point B, C is here, C dash at the middle of this 2, 3 and 6, 5. So find out middle of this 2, 3, this is middle point over here. Draw vertical line from here and horizontal line from here. Both will cut at point C, somewhere here. Similarly B to D, you can find out position of point D. Similarly point E, point F, point G, point H and point I, and join all this point with a straight line, and that is the final development of given solid. If it is cut at given position, then the developed surface would appear like this. We can draw it like this. You can join with a straight line, or here you cannot join them with a smooth curve because both are having straight lines. Solid is of having straight lines, it's a prism, so having straight lines, and here cut section is also straight line. So these points should be joined with a straight line. Similarly here arc is there, right? So what to do about this arc? Now think, on this arc this is one point at the mid of this 2 and 3 and 6 and 5. So find out mid of 2 and 3 somewhere here and 6 and 5 somewhere here. Mid points we can name them as a M, midpoint, that's why name M, right? Now think about this point. This point is on this generator 3 and 5. So from here draw horizontal line up to 3, this is 3, and 5, this is 5. 2 points are here. Now this point is on this 4. So from this 4 draw horizontal line. So this is point 4, and now join all these points with a smooth curve like this. Why we have joined here all these points with a smooth curve? Can you think of this? Yes, right. Here curvature shape is there, arc is there, so we have joined all these points with a smooth curve. Instead of arc, if there is a straight line, straight cut is there, so we do not have to join these points with a smooth curve. We have to join with these points with a, yes, with the straight lines, right? So this is the development of given surface, that is it appears like an M. Now if we redo the exercise or reverse this exercise, if I take this piece of paper, cut it like this and make an hexagon, it would appear like this. In some cases examiners asked about reverse cases. They may give the developed portion. May, for example, in this case, in case of cylinder, they may give rectangle and they may cut this portion. This is triangular piece. This kind of problem may be given. Now from this triangular development, triangular piece, make a cylinder and draw its development. So in those cases, how to do? First of all, we know height, right? Find out diameter of this cylinder. How to find out diameter? The width is given to us, say 120 mm. For example, 120 mm is given to you. So that is equal to pi d. Pi d is equal to 120. So we can find out diameter of the circle, right? So take the diameter and draw here circle. Do reverse procedure what we have done over here, and we can find out its front view as well as top view of the given solid, right? So that is one method to draw various problems. So let me brief our today's discussion. To draw development of any solid, first thing is to think about given position, which position is given, which dimensions are given, and then how to cut it. The cutting plane may be inclined to horizontal plane, may be inclined to vertical plane, it may bisect, may not bisect. Think about that. And then after, to develop its outer surface, cut it at some edge. After cutting it, think about the development. Develop it such that it is cut from the edge and make it enlarge, and appropriately put the points on the slant edges of that solid. So I am very much thankful to all of you for having discussion with me. I would be happy if any brilliant or non-brilliant students come to me to discuss in details. My email address is ssonigra@gmail.com. Thank you to all of you. Thanks.
સ્ટોપ કરો તારું.